యాక్చువల్గా TANTEX నుంచి మేము బిజినెస్ అండ్ మెంబర్ సర్వీసెస్ ఎవ్రీ టైం ఎవరైనా మన తెలుగు గెస్ట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు we wanted to utilize, take that as an opportunity and then call our members and friends, well-wishers and share the experiences. And now I wanted to request Sanjeev to give us all your ideas on making, selling a smaller startup to a bigger corporation.
Okay. Thank you, Raghu, and I want to thank Ashok and Raghu to sort of extend the invitation for me to come over here and speak to you guys. I had just come to actually visit my friend for a long time now, and we did somehow convince him that he was a very big shot to join a small startup that we started in the Bay Area and Seattle and set up our third office in Hyderabad. And that was in 1999. So I've known him for 15 years and he's like family. He treats me like family, I treat him like family. I don't think he does not miss a chance to tell people we would not have succeeded if it was not for me at Poratal Player. And I would like to say we could not have succeeded if the team was not there. And he had a very, very big hand in keeping the team together, because Hyderabad played a very, very distinct role in making what Apple is today, believe it or not. When I signed the contract with Apple to do the iPod, if we take into account all the splits that their stock has done, it closed, I believe, today at $97. When we closed our contract with Apple in April of 2001, that stock would have been 60 cents. And the main reason why Apple became what it is today was because of that one product, Apple iPod. And for the first iPod, Apple had 4 engineers. It was a science project. The guy running that program was not even an employee of Apple. He was an independent contractor. And he only got some money from Apple because his wife worked for Steve Jobs. And he ended up being the director and then the VP and the general manager for the iPod group. And today he is part of Google, being the founder of Nest Labs, which got acquired by Google in I think March for $2.6 billion or something like that. So it's a story which is not known by many because Apple is a very secretive company. And they wanted all the credit for themselves. I was telling Ashok earlier today in his office that I had one meeting with Steve Jobs. And the reason for that meeting was because Forbes published a long article calling us the Intel inside of iPods. And that really made Steve Jobs mad because some credit was going away from Apple. So I was one of the co-founders of the company and the CEO of the company. I ran the Seattle office, I ran the India office with Jay's help, and we did take the company public on NASDAQ in 2004. We all made some money from that, all the employees were very happy, but I think the biggest part that I am very, very proud of Poratal Player is the team we created. That was the best part, and I would sort of extend on what Jay was earlier saying. Having those relationships and having the teamwork and helping each other wherever and whenever you can. Without that, I mean, if somebody says, I am everybody, everything, I came up with the idea, I sat on the mountain, I thought about how to go about implementing it, I did all the work, and I made it happen, he's lying. You need to have people that you can trust, and you need to have a team which trusts you. If you don't build the trust, you got nothing. I mean, I will have to say, we went through good times, we went through bad times, and I know a lot of you have been in that position in some time or the other. During the bad times, we had to make some very hard choices. There was a time in 2002 when I laid off 1/3 of my employees in US because of all the problems after the 9/11 fiasco. And we couldn't touch India because Indian culture would not have allowed having a layoff. I had 120 employees in Hyderabad. If I had let go of one, calling it a layoff, I would have lost 90% of them most probably. But I was able to retain everybody in the company, except for 3 people, after laying off 34 people out of almost 100 people in US. And the reason for that was they trusted us. They trusted Jay in India, they trusted me, what I was telling them in US. And they believed that we can still make it. And 2 years later, we were a public company. So you have to persevere the bad times. You have to be ready to change your plans. We started the company with a very different idea. We ended up with a very different idea. But we learned new things as we went along, and we changed our strategy to take care of the changes in the market. When we started the company, we had banked upon 3 distinct things. One was, we had figured out at that point of time, the only cost-effective solution to have your whole library, which is what it will take to make a digital music player successful, is a hard drive. Because flash memory was very expensive. The amount of storage you needed to carry, the number of songs you wanted to carry, it needed a hard drive. So we decided we had to have a solution which supports native mode of hard drive to build this device. Second thing which we decided was, we backed upon the fact that maybe people will want to create their music. It will become big when a friend shows up at your house and he hears the music you are listening to, and they want to record your music on their device. And the mechanisms for transferring music over Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and using cables from device to device do not exist. Technology was not there which could support USB on the go, where you could have one hub, one server mode. So we decided we need to have old tape recorder style recording, where you could plug in a headphone out, a speaker in, and record on the device. And the third element to our solution was, we wanted to provide a complete solution. The chip, the software, the reference design, the whole thing. And we initially had actually even a 4th element, which was the cloud side of the thing. So we wanted to be basically the iTunes store. And we came to realize that we can't do that, it will take a lot more money, and we will lose a lot of customers because they would view us as competition to their own plans. Recording did not take off, so we changed our strategy. But hard drive support was the one element which was the reason why Apple chose us. I still remember, it's almost like yesterday, I get a call from my VP of marketing in Seattle, and he said, hey, I got Apple interested in using our product. And I had heard this story before. We had Sony as our customer at that time. We had Samsung, we had Virgin, we had RCA, we had all the guys as our customers, but they were not shipping anything. We had been talking to HP and Dell, the PC guys, for a long time. So I was the biggest skeptic about Apple, especially company wasn't doing anything. I mean, they were basically a dying company at that point of time. So I said, okay, I'll fly down there and I'll have a meeting with these guys. So I had my first meeting with Tony Fadell, and he was very secretive. He would not tell me what they wanted to do. He just wanted to learn everything which we had. And I kind of saw him as a person who was a mini Jobs, very arrogant. So I decided I'm going to play the same game that he was playing. And I took on a very arrogant tone, and I said, Tony, I'm not going to tell you what I got, because I'm going to teach you how to build this device. If you want to use this, I can help you build it. But you need to tell us what you want. I will not tell you what I have, because my sales and marketing team has already told you that. Anyway, we had a long conversation, and he promised he will come back next week with his ops guys to figure out the logistics of it. I fly back to Santa Clara from Seattle next week for the meeting, and he shows up alone. He couldn't even convince his ops guys to come, and his business card said, Tony Fadell, consultant. He was not even an employee. The fact is, after the first, well, I'll come to that in a minute, ended up being, after a set of about 4 or 5 meetings, when he started with us, we were the 9th guy on his list of 9 possible vendors for technology to build the iPod. And after 4 or 5 meetings, we went from the 9th guy with a choice. And this device was done in record time. We signed the agreement in April, and the day we signed the agreement, it was given to us, the product will be launched on September 23rd of this year. And September 11th happened, the same year. But we launched the product on September 23rd. This was the shortest cycle for a consumer electronics device which anybody ever did. But Apple had 4 engineers. That's all they had on the project. It was a science project. They had 4 engineers and we had 45 engineers working on it. Nobody knows that story because it was an Apple product. Bottom line is, after the first product was launched, Tony did not get what he wanted from Jobs. He thought it was a successful product launch. People were taking it very, very well. So he resigned. And he actually accepted an offer from us to join us as our CTO. The day he was supposed to, his last day at Apple, and the next day he was supposed to join us, he was having a party at his house, a going away party. And the invited list included Apple employees and Poratal Player employees because he was coming to join us as CTO. That afternoon he sends out an email, hey guys, we're still having the party, but the party is to stay at Apple party because Jobs came back and gave me what I wanted, so I'm staying at Apple. And I guess that was the right decision for him because he ended up making a lot of money at Apple and finally quitting and starting Nest Labs and selling it to Google for $2.6 billion. So he did very well. But I think the important part which I tell Jay is all those stories, all those good times and bad times at Poratal Player, I think the best thing about the company was our team. And we built a relationship between me and Jay where we had trust and honesty between us. We could bank on each other that we will always cover each other's interests. And I mean, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. I was in India last September. And I spent one night at Hyderabad before going to Tirupati. And Jay decided, hey, we will try to have a get together and see who all can show up. Most of the people are no longer with NVIDIA, they are no longer the same office, they are all over the place. Jay had his admin and Raju, his own admin, and they basically sent out text messages and emails to whoever's information they had, saying, hey, Sanjeev is in town and we're going to meet for dinner at 7 o'clock at Hyderabad. And this was last year in September. The company was bought out by NVIDIA in January of 2007. So we're talking about almost 6.5 years later. 65 people showed up for dinner on a Thursday night. So that was, to me, the most satisfying thing, that I had created a group and a team and a culture where people valued us enough that they took out the time from their busy schedule on a Thursday night to come for a dinner party and meet me. And a lot of that, the credit went to Jay because he did create that environment. So my message to all of you, if you guys will heed to it, is focus on the relationships, focus on the team, focus on building a culture where everybody believes in each other. And don't be afraid. If there are people who don't, or who would create turmoil, doesn't matter how smart they are, how important they are, in the long run, they are only going to cost you headaches. Let them go. So, I'll keep it short, and that's sort of, I will leave it there. And again, thank you for inviting me to speak. I'm sorry, I could not speak Telugu, so it's all English. But